2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in Toronto, where the Raptors will be going up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they finished as one of the very best teams in the league last season. So it should be a little bit of a surprise that this deep into this season, they're only 5th in the East. And the Raptors' success, it's winning them a legion of supporters, not just in the 6. We're talking all of Canada, Kenny.
Oh, the 6. Wow, I like that. That place is always packed. They've got a great home crowd, Ernie. I love it. And you go to that square, it's overflow with fans feeling the love.
You know, ever since Steve Nash, a lot of kids are picking up basketballs in Canada now. NBA is well positioned to continue growing around the world. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
That brings a tear to my eye.
I'm not even
for
Canadian.
the reason you'd think.
And I'm going to stand up. I'm not even Canadian.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Raptors look to take charge, and we're bringing it to you live from Toronto here on 2K Sports. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Valanciunas. They'll need someone to fill his role.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. And now Washington's starting group. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. Trevor Ariza out there with Parker. And it's Howard in at the center position. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Siakam. Three-pointer, Lowry. Wall with some nice D. And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making him a free agent. He's hopped from team to team over the last few years, and you wonder if he'll find a place to finish out his career.
That's how you like to set up a big man for the shot. Gasol just catching it and letting it go.
Wall against Lowry, and Wall kicks to Beal, launches it. Gasol with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Leonard missing.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Oh, Beal in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Gasol. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game.
Stumbling out of the gate a little bit, just 1 for 4 so far.
Wall's shot is off.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Pass to Gasol. A three from Leonard. And again, Toronto no up.
You know, the offense has just looked out of sync. Only 1 of 5 from the field.
Wall passes to Parker. Lowry against Wall. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Wall's got 5 points so far.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Leonard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Raptors.
It's the hallmark of a strong defensive team. When you can keep your opponents to such a low point total, it shows you are setting the pace.
Leonard against Ariza. Fades. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Ariza outside. Now here is Howard. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. Parker's shot is off.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Poked loose. Another shot. And Gasol with the lay-in. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Mark down there on the block.
All with it. Lowry picks him up. Ariza finds Parker. Over Green. Parker's shot is off.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Parker's got his first basket of the night. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
And that one is good.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Now, here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Kyle Lowry, good for 3.
Lowry gets more and more comfortable launching threes the longer he's in the league.
Lowry against Wall. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Marc Gasol.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the 3, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
First one falls for him. And John Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
And he makes both free throws. A lot of people, Steve, talk about the length of the season, 82 games. Do you think the league will ever reduce that number?
No, I don't think so. I think the commissioner's done an excellent job of trying to spread out games. He's cut down the back-to-backs, and so it's given some guys some much-needed rest, and I think they've looked at the travel schedule, so I don't think they ever want to reduce the number of games. The league is going well right now with 82.
And you've got to keep, Steve, the regular season relevant.
Yes.
Don't you? I mean, it's got to matter. It's got to matter.
I think so, and I think that's the reason why. I think they might change the playoff format, but I don't think they would change the regular season.
Just 4 to shoot. Beal from long range. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
They did a good job of controlling the tempo, playing at a speed that suits their offense.
And Wall kicks to Beal. He dishes it to Howard. Lets it go. That one wide left. So for Washington, their last game a loss to Los Angeles.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
No size or real force down there to keep the opposition from getting rebounds and easy putbacks. They have to be more physical and get dirty down there.
Here's Wall. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And that's now 7 points for Bradley Beal.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Portis, he's checked in for the Wizards. Siakam passes to VanVleet. Leonard looking around. Washington with the rebound.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Lowry up top, covered by Wall. Passes it to Leonard. Here's Siakam. Here's VanVleet. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And Fred VanVleet, the Wichita State product, took some time getting into the NBA, but my goodness, is he a factor now for this team.
You know, I love the way VanVleet can create space with his movement and getting into a defender. Great at reading a defense and finding the right play. He thinks several steps ahead of the play when he's on the floor.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Steve, with Toronto being the lone team in Canada in the NBA, they represent a lot for the nation's basketball fans.
Canada has taken a big step forward in their basketball program. More high draft picks are Canadian and more are on the way. The success, in my opinion, of the Raptors over the last several years has definitely had an impact on Canadian basketball.
And the second free throw, good. Washington with the ball. 4-point game. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
That's right, Kevin. Now you see where the game changes from where it used to be. He said tonight they've got to get back. If that means giving up offensive rebounds, so be it. He thinks good transition defense is the biggest difference in their chance at winning. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Now the pass to Lynn. Good on the 13-footer. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Here's Satoransky, and again, Washington with the triple.
The defender was pretty much helpless right there. His man had a clear height advantage, and he got the exact kind of shot he wanted.
VanVleet kicks to Gasol. Back to VanVleet. Gasol on the high post, working on Portis. Got a piece of it.
Great size by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them one or two things that they could have done better.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Gasol. 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to his efficiency from three, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. Now, here's Portis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over in the corner, Green. Satoransky, the pass to Beal. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Beal's got the game tied up here for Washington. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. To the wing on the left. Here's Gasol. A beautiful reverse layup. Gasol's got 9 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Satoransky kicks to Decker. Left side, Portis. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Anunoby, good.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
And so it's Washington with it after the Raptors pick up 2.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Here's Lynn after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Now Lynn, 9-point game his last outing. Great D that time from Beal. And here is Satoransky. That one good for 2.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Van Vliet kicks to Lynn. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Beal. Washington's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Inside. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got his 2nd basket of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Washington trailing. Satoransky with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Count that bucket. And 11 points for Marc Gasol.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Satoransky, the pass to Green. To the inside, Portis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Bobby Portis out of Arkansas, improving his long-range shooting year after year.
Yes, he has a nice release, Kevin, on his shot. Not just a finesse big man, though. He battles at either the 4 or the 5 spot.
And the first one drops.
Speaking of Bobby Portis, he's going to fight, he's going to scrap, he's going to give you maximum effort every night.
McCaw, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. And he makes the first but misses the second.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Lynn's shot is off. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Nice shot by Portis.
He has very sneaky athleticism. Portis relies also on his strength and length to finish inside.
Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And stolen by Portis. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Lynn. Washington with the rebound. To the right side. From deep, Green. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A big-time effort for Marc Gasol, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The Wizards with a bad habit of playing down to the level of competition. Bradley Beal says it has got to change.
I think our biggest problem was not respecting our opponents, thinking it was going to be easy. We have to realize that everybody in this league is a pro. Everybody's capable of winning. Everybody's capable of scoring. And it's tough to win in this league. So it's important each and every night that we come out with the focus and mentality that, yeah, we're a good team, but we still have to produce on the floor.
Well, the Wizards are a team with a lot of confidence, Greg, but you have to watch out for overconfidence.
Like he said, it's about respecting your opponent and bringing maximum level effort every time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second-chance points.
A fundamental part of basketball, taking advantage of guys who fail to block out.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Portis. Green is out there with Decker. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Now here's Satoransky. They double team Beal. Charity stripe shot. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Washington's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Fast break, Toronto. Finished off the break. Anunoby's got the first basket of the second quarter for Toronto.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Beal finds Portis. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Satoransky. To the wing right side. And another miss by Washington.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
McCaw with the bucket. Now here's Satoransky. He's got 5. Outside Beal. He kicks to Decker. Pass to Satoransky. 3-pointer. Not going to go that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Anunoby. Decker with the rebound.
And barely anyone in the area, and still he whiffs on the bunny.
Nice shot by Portis.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
Here's Van Vliet after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Anunoby. Leonard comes in for Jeremy Lin. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Then for the Wizards, Bryant comes in for Portis. And John Wall subbed in for Beal. Outside Lowry. Out to Ibaka. Baseline J on the way. And again, no good by Toronto. Wizards trail by 4. To the middle, here's Bryant. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's a nice assist from Wall. Scanning the floor, just looking to find the best shot possible.
Offensive rebound. Siakam. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Dwight Howard's checked in for Green. Jabari Parker comes in for Decker. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Satoransky. You know, Steve, in the NBA, you know exactly how much your peers are making. Do contract numbers ever bring out animosity between players?
Yes, they do, Kevin. I mean, really? When you look at some guys, you see those guys starting to say, I'm putting up better stats than him, but he's making more money. And then it becomes the elephant in the room when the guys start to talk about it. They start not passing to each other. Yes, guys do know exactly what other players make, and sometimes there can become some animosity between the two.
Oh, that's something. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader. Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Passes it to Siakam. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
Ariza outside. Wall wide open. He nails it, and we're tied up. Wall's got 10 points in the game.
And there's where, if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league, as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
And Toronto making a change here. Green's checked in.
And a quick look at the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. 8th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. The pass to Siakam, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Parker. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Lobbed up there for Howard.
Well, that's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Here's Lowry. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
We also got to mention what he did on the defensive end. Racked up a number of steals, too.
Outside Leonard. There's the triple. Rebound, Washington. Parker outside. Back to Wall. The putback. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
And the shot goes down. Now it's a 4-point Washington lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 7 points in the game.
when you are Lowry's size, you need to have a strong floater, and that was a beauty he just put up.
Ball against Lowry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personality.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And he can't get the first one.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
The Raptors making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. No good on the second free throw. And when it comes to big men who can really handle the basketball, there aren't many of them, but there are a few, and they're pretty good at it, the bigs.
You know, I think the best at this, and we don't consider him a big, but he's close to 7 feet, is Kevin Durant.
Right.
Handling the basketball for a big. DeMarcus Cousins is really good. You look at guys like LaMarcus Aldridge, not bad. Blake Griffin, for his size, being able to handle the basketball. We have so many guys that have that skill set, and they're 6'10" and above.
Now, here's Lowry after the Marcus Holmes. 6 to shoot. A 3 from Leonard. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Parker outside. This one for 3. He can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And Lowry has it in the corner. Outside for Gasol, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that game against the Warriors, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Parker against Leonard. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Parker. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
That's good from Parker. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
You have to love what Marc Gasol gives you offensively. Can score facing up, back to the basket, and one of the best passing centers in the game.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 1. Kicks to Howard. Over Gasol. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got his second basket. And talking about Gasol, also an impact guy on the defensive end of the floor.
Yes, Kevin. He has the size, the length, and the instincts. Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. A true cornerstone for your team.
Offensive rebound. Siakam. Poked away. It's stolen by Wall. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 6th assist on the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Leonard. He had 16 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Leonard inside. He's against Parker. Poked loose.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
And there's the feed to Howard. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Leonard's got the ball over Parker. Misses off the left iron. Washington leading now by 3. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Back to Ariza. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for Siakam. Jeremy Lin comes in for Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Beal's checked in for Bryant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You have to respect the concentration level of Lin there. Just doesn't get rattled on his shot when the D whacks it. And for Lin, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
And with Lin, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lin did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Here's VanVleet. He's covered by Beal. We've got 1:18 left here in the second. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And Lin has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Both free throws good from Lin.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Satoransky, the pass to Green. Here's Decker, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Here's Satoransky from 13 feet. It goes down. Satoransky's got it all tied up now for Washington. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Leonard on the wing. He's got 10. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Sam Decker. And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade.
Take a break. Take a break.
And the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level. Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Now here's Decker. No points in the game yet for him. Knocked loose. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. The Wizards have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit. Free throw good, Satoransky. Toronto's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Back to Leonard. Lets a floater go. Count that one. Leonard's got 12 now in this quarter.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Toronto Raptors. He caused a lot of headaches with his defense that quarter, coming up with steals again and again. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
The way they were getting rain on from 3, they're lucky to still be in this. In some cases, it was shooters making contested shots, but in others, it was defenders leaving shooters wide open. You can't do that. Bottom line, their perimeter defense was lax, and that needs to change, and that's the facts. Oh, what was rhyming, Ernie?
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. 3rd quarter, just about ready to begin.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guards ending. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Siakam in at the 4. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Lowry from outside. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Ariza, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Ariza's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Washington. Pass to Siakam. Nails the baby hook. And the Raptors lead by 3.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Now Howard. No one near him. Misses off the right iron. Outside Green. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Lowry. Here's Siakam. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Smitty, you look at how teams run their offensive sets. Are we in a pick-and-roll era right now, or has the tide shifted away from that a little?
No, I think so. I think we're looking at a lot of teams running pick-and-roll, especially we have 2 fantastic players involved. It's hard to defend, especially when there's a great talent at the guard spot and a big, then it's hard for you to switch. But I'm looking at it right now because of spacing, because of the use of the corner 3, we're looking at a lot more pick and rolls used at the top of the key versus when I played, we used a lot of side pick and rolls.
And not just smalls given to bigs, but bigs throwing down low to smalls.
Yeah, and a lot of these bigs are running the pick and rolls, and the guards are setting the picks.
Right. Back to Wall. Outside Beal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
For Washington, they have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Beal. And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
Second free throw, no good. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That'll be his second foul of the game. Raptors with the lead. Here's Leonard. He's got 16. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Washington's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Parker for the tie. And it's sent back by Leonard. And he's able to get it back. Ariza, that drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist in the game.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Green passes to Siakam. And here's Leonard from 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 19 points.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Right side Wall. From deep three-point range, Ariza no look. Raptors leading by 3. Good D by Ariza.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling. This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Here is Lowry following the basket by John Wall. Feeds it to Gasol. Outside, Green. No good on the triple. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. For the lead, Parker's shot is off.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's now 9 points for Kyle Lowry. Wizards trail by 3. And Wall kicks to Beal. Back to Wall. Outside, Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Howard misses. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Raptors. Green against Beal. Outside Gasol. No good from outside. Washington shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Beal dishes the Wall. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Ibaka comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And McCaw is subbed in for Green. Howard finds Ariza. Tries again. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Toronto's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Tipped away. Wall with the steal. Here's Beal, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Poked away. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
A nice shot by Gasol.
Using his height advantage, he gets a clean look from the mid-range.
Lowry against Wall. Beal, the pass to Howard. Back to Beal. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season. 5th, the Raptors.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Now, here's Lowry. 9 points in the game so far. Wall finds Parker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Wizards have not shot all that well from the free throw line. 6 of 11.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Raptors with some changes. Anunoby, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. The Wizards also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Trevor Ariza. And Parker drops them both. Raptors trail by 3. And the Raptors call time here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
And let's see some of the numbers on John Wall. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Wizards leading by 3. Here's Parker. Right side, Wall. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Raptors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's McCaw. Buries it from three-point range. McCaw's got it all tied up now for Toronto. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Up top, Portis. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 8th assist in the game.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
Here's Van Vliet. Ibaka outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And here's Wall. It's Beal at the elbow. Inside, they kick it out to Green. Washington gets it back. And it's Parker in the corner. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Wall with the steal. And he gets it to go. And it's a 3-point Washington lead.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Beal. McCaw. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCaw has got 8.
High percentage play. Working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Now here's Wall. Defense is right there. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Raptors. Sam Decker's checked in for Washington. Satoransky comes in for Beal. Portis kicks to Wall. Here's Satoransky. The three-pointer, no good. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
Here's VanVleet after Jeff Green's bucket. Here's McCaw. A second chance effort, and it's Ibaka with the bucket inside. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Satoransky, the pass to Portis. The dish to Wall. They grab their own miss. He's off on that one, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for McCaw. Here's VanVleet, covered by Wall. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Decker dishes the Wall. Back to Decker. Lots of room. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Lin with it. He's got 7. For Toronto, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Lynn. Washington has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Wall looking for an opening. He kicks to Green. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Wall with a block. And he recovers it. Offensive rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Leonard with the steal. And they're moving it up. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got 11 points.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Now here's Wall. He's got 16. And another miss by Washington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. The Raptors have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And last season, a very strong rookie campaign, Greg, for OG Anunoby.
You know, the team quickly learned that they could rely on him offensively. And it's rare to have a team trust someone taken 23rd overall that quickly. Surprised a lot of people with how efficient he was on offense right out of the gate. And I think you're going to see him continue to grow in that regard.
1:09 left to play in the third. Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Leonard. Stolen by Decker. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And it's now 23 points for Kawhi Leonard. Wizards trail by 5. Now here's Wall. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. To the middle. Here's Green. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Decker. And there's the foul. It's on Sam Decker. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Many scouts were surprised by Leonard's quick development, his ability to improve his skills and shot as fast as he did. But the truth is, he was always a very hard worker dating back to his amateur days.
Green, he's checked in for Toronto. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Six-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Satoransky kicks to Wall. Off target from outside.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Here's Leonard. Rebound by the Wizards. Ariza's got 6 rebounds in the game. From deep, Wall. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Toronto. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 5-point game. 4th quarter on the court for the Wizards. Wall out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Green, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot.
Really smoking the Nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Lynn against Wall. A nice shot by Lynn. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And Lynn plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
Wall finds Ariza, shoots over Leonard. Ariza no up.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Jeremy Lin. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Howard's checked in. Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Trevor Ariza. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back was his impressive vertical. Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now the pass to Ibaka. Kicks it to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Leonard against Wall. Satoransky. No good that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Green deciding where to go with it. Green against Lowry. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 7 points for Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Jabari Parker's checked in for Green, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Satoransky. That one misses for Wall. Got a piece of it. Now Lowry. Pass to Gasol. Shot from the wing. They get it back. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
Right into the teeth of the defense. Ibaka just too athletic to stop.
Here's Lowry. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Ariza. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Green. Lowry against Wall. Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
Wall against Lowry. Beal from long range trains the three-pointer. Beal's got 22.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Leonard against Ariza. From 13. And that one goes long. Wizards trail by 4. Here's Wall. fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for John Wall. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And stolen by Howard. Outside, Beal. He kicks it to Wall. Back to Beal to take the lead. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And that's now 25 points for Beal.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Toronto calls timeout. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers, not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. They get a hand on it.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down.
Now Green. Bradley Beal missing from long range. He feeds it to Parker. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Howard with the steal. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Howard. 13 points for Parker.
And Howard isn't just a banger down low. He also possesses outstanding vision to zip the ball over to the open man.
Now here is Lowry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I have to say, Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3 and D player.
The free throw drops for Green.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
And both free throws good for Green. Well, Smitty, when it comes to Danny Green, this guy's got a lot of courage. We know that. The man lives with 2 enormous boa constrictors.
Jade and Lightning, those are their names. He's had Jade since his days at North Carolina. Said that given his busy schedule, snakes were just a lot easier to take care of than other pets.
Now here's Green. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Leonard, no luck.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Raptors trail by 4. Outside, Green. Pass to Lowry. Dishes to Gasol. Green passes to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Leonard on the wing. Ariza covering. And the Raptors miss again.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And that one's good. Parker. And it's a 6-point Washington lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Lowry against Wall. Gasol kicks to Siakam. Lowry drawing the double team. Outside, Green drills the three-pointer.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
Lowry against Wall. Outside, Beal. Wall finds Parker. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside for Lowry. And the pass to Gasol. There's Siakam. Goes up to the stripe. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Beal against Green. Beal can't get it to go. And so Green will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 3. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
First free throw is good. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. And both free throws good for Beal.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Knocked away. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
Now here's Wall. Reeves the dishes to Wall. Oh, the lob to Parker. Beal against Green. Here's Leonard. Ariza with the rebound.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Parker passes to Howard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And that's now 6 points for Howard.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Leonard draws the double to the paint. Here's Lowry. Siakam kicks to Lowry.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And that one misses. Hey, Smitty, with Serge Ibaka, you can bet when the games matter the most, he's going to be locked in.
Yeah, he can be inconsistent during the regular season, but he has another gear he can shift to in the playoffs, and they need that from him. He gives you intensity on both ends, and he can stretch the floor.
Wizards making a switch here. Portis is checked in. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Raptors trail by 9. Here is Lowry. Ibaka. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Washington's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Wall finds Portis. Outside, Beal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Ariza.
Mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Leonard hits them both. Wizards leading by 5. Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Beal. Ariza against Leonard. Here's Wall. Outside for Beal. Off target from three-point range. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Sinks the triple. Ibaka's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Wall against Lowry. Wall passes to Beal. Nobody near Parker. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Down low and stolen by Portis. And Wall kicks to Parker. To the inside. Here's Portis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Leonard. Misses off the right eye.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So it gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. 1:10 left in the fourth. Shot to stop the run, and stolen by Ariza. In transition, here come the Wizards. Beal's running, back to Parker. Parker with the steal. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 11. There's 47 seconds left in the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, John Wall.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Here's Lynn. Over Ariza. That's tipped. And they're running. Shoots from 12. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Washington.
And Ibaka, no good on that one.
Oh, from the Republic of Congo, Serge Ibaka, Dikembe Mutombo, and Bismack Biyombo. A lot of big man talent.
Now, here's Satoransky. Back to Green. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards. Here's Van Vliet. Can't hit from the elbow. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.